everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas holiday. We are starting out the new year with 3 Valentine cards. I have cut my watercolor paper down to a 5x7, the standard card size, and taped it down to this board to prevent warping. Now we are going to use the same 3 colors on all 3 of our cards, and you can use any color you want, but the ones that I am going to use are going to be Holbein's Shell Pink, which is a very lovely, very light color. And then I will use Winsor & Newton's Scarlet Lake, which is an orangey red, and my favorite pink, Permanent Rose. Now I think this one is Da Vinci, but Winsor & Newton also has a permanent rose. All 3 of these are very different from each other, and that's really what you want. I'm using a size 14 filbert brush for most of these paintings. This one says the brand name The Fine Touch, but really you can use any filbert brush that you have is fine. You can even use a round brush if you'd like to do that. Then I'm also going to use a cookie cutter for the main heart. So you'll just want to think about the size of your brush compared to the size of your large heart, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. So I'm using a cookie cutter for this first one, and cookie cutters are not the best choice, I have to say. It's just this one fit my paper well. But see, it has these sharp edges, and the paint is not going to have much surface area to stick to. So you kind of have to put it on pretty thick, except for this first impression that we're going to do. I don't want a lot of paint on here anyway. I just want enough here and there to make an outline on my paper that I can follow. Now, alternatively, you could trace it with a pencil, but why do that and have to erase it, or, end up getting paint on it and not being able to erase it? So just use the gold paint. That's the easiest option. Now, this is perfect. See, we can just see enough of the heart so that we can follow along. Now we need to let this completely dry before we go on. Now we'll take our lightest pink and paint several hearts, smaller hearts, around the larger heart. So we'll start with our lighter color first and just do a few here and there. No real pattern, just do it in random. And I like to kind of turn mine a little bit. You can do them all in a straight line or lined up to each other if you would like, but I just kind of like turning them, alternating them like this. And then we'll go to our second color and add a few with the second color. I also like to overlap them just a little bit, which is why I wanted them to completely dry before we added the new color. And I'm still turning and alternating them. Now we're not going to fill up every possible spot. So after the second color dries, go to your third color. And see, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just turning them a little bit here and there, just at random, and leaving some gaps. Some are overlapped, some are gapped. And now we are going to add our gold again. And this is Curate's Gold Mica ink. I love this ink. It's perfect for this project. Now I'm going to apply a thick layer, or as thick as I can get it, on this very sharp edge. So I'm really kind of trying to pile it up, and we can go back over it multiple times. In fact, I'm going to do that anyway. So if you have a little plate or a bowl or something like that in the shape of a heart, that really works better. And I'm going to show you an example of that on our next card. So now we just stamp it down on top. And we'll see. Yeah, see? And so I've reapplied, and we're just going to stamp it a few more times, and I'm not trying to line it up. I just want to get it kind of close. And now, as always, I like to add a little bit of paint splatters because I think that just adds a little movement and I like the way it looks. So that's our first card. Now for the second card, I'm going to use a heart-shaped bowl. Now these are great bowls. I absolutely love these. They're on Amazon and I'll put a link below. This is the medium. It comes in different sizes. I've ordered the small, but it hasn't come in yet. And the medium is too large to fit on a 5x7 card, which is why I've now ordered the small one. So my paper here is a little bit larger just because of that. And it holds the gold very, very well, and it wipes off very cleanly. So I really like that as well. So I'm just going to eyeball it here. It's a little awkward to hold, I will say that. Okay, perfect. And notice I've only done the right side. The left side, I just barely touched a little bit so that I could see the shape. And that's because I'm going to use my silver brush and paint flowers on this left side. Again, I'm using our same 3 colors. Do whatever kind of flowers you like, but I'm going to go with my go-to flower. It's just kind of a generic, I don't know, kind of a poppy or peony combination kind of flower. It's just the generic flower that I really like doing. And I want to use all 3 colors to add some interest. Now it's important to let this gold dry before you start painting on top of it. The paint doesn't really stick to the gold once it's dry, but if you touch the two together while the gold is wet, it's going to bleed into it just like any other watercolor does. And I just did not want that to happen on this particular project. So now we'll add the greenery, the stems and leaves, and really have this fill in nicely. And you could take these flowers all the way around, or just do them at the bottom, or just do them at the top, or, you know, use your imagination, however you would like to do it. And then when you get it the way you want it, let's put more gold on our bowl and stamp even more. And I did not put very much over on the left side, as you can see, but that's the thing. You can put as much as you want or as little as you want. And now for the third card, we are going to do a balloon bouquet. And this time I do want my colors to touch while they're wet. So we're going to start with the balloons that are the highest, the ones in the background first. And this first one I only did part of a heart. I should have done the whole heart. I just kind of thought I would try it. And then by the time I got to the second one, I realized that was silly. Let's just do the whole heart. So we'll just fill up this whole thing with a bunch of hearts and let them touch and bleed into each other. And so by using these 3 different colors, we're really going to be able to see that merging into each other really well. And then after you get as many hearts as you want, then all there's left to do is to add the string and a nice bow, which I went with gold for the bow. And I also put a few little gold touches on the balloons. So there you go. There are our quick and easy Valentine cards. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you were able to paint along with me and get a few of your Valentine's Day cards done. If not, don't worry. We have several weeks left and we have a few more Valentine painting videos coming up real soon. Hope to see you next time.